All right, my fellow millennials, let us talk about our midlife crises. I was thinking about this the other day, and it's funny how all of my friends are out here collecting hobbies and hyper fixating on random niches in their hobbies. We seem to be breaking the mold when it comes to these midlife crises. We're not out here buying cars and getting into affairs, but instead we are literally collecting hobbies. Me personally, I started this YouTube channel, I don't know, maybe like a year ago. And it's always just been like a creative outlet. I love playing around with videography. I love making videos and kind of putting my voice out there, kind of this plethora of noise. And it's been, kind of fun and a hard learning experience because, man, some videos that I posted, they bombed so bad, like so bad. But it was a fun experience. It was fun because it helped me, kind of learn more things about how to film and how to talk and how to edit, which has been good. A lot of my videos I do, especially the ones like these, I do kind of like a one shot straight through. I don't do a lot of editing because I want to keep it authentic. And a lot of this is, kind of just like what's on the top of my head. I'm going to talk about it. But anyways, going back to this, kind of funny segue. So once I started doing videos, I don't know how this happened, but I one day just started looking at synthesizers and very quickly went down like a crazy rabbit hole, and I actually ended up buying one of the Teenage Engineering EP40s. And in one of my previous videos, it was right here. You would have seen it. But I ended up selling it because it was a little too much for me to handle, and it wasn't quite what I wanted to do. But now I am using a tracker to make some electronic music, and that's been fun. For those of you who know, it's the Dirty Wave M8, which has been a lot of fun. So I think I might combine the two and start making videos about my music production. We'll see. We'll see. But the reason I kind of talk about this is I've noticed a lot of my friends that have started off in one hobby have kind of collected hobbies around that hobby. Like take sourdough, for example. People started making sourdough and then moved into kombucha and sauerkraut and fermenting coffee. And, take people who started with plants and now they're cloning plants and selling plants and making plant arrangements. And I feel like this is a very kind of a millennial thing that's happening. We've always been kind of a weird generation and, kind of breaking barriers and breaking molds. And now we're doing this too, and part of me wants to think that this is because when we were kids, we were told, we could do whatever we want and we could be whoever we wanted. And then, kind of life hit us hard, right? We had 9/11, then we had the 2008 financial crisis, and then just kind of one thing after another. And I think a lot of us just let these things just fall away. And now that we're kind of in our middle age, we are rediscovering a lot of these things and trying to figure out, what our passions are and what we really want to do with our lives. I don't know. I think that's just my theory. We're all just reliving what we really wanted to do with our lives. So I don't know. What do you think? Those are my thoughts. But what do you think? What hobbies have you collected? If you have any fun ones we should try, let me know. Let me know what you think of my theory. But yeah, until next time.